Welcome to Dwight L. Perry Stadium in Bowling Green, Ohio. Just about to turn the corner into the back half of the season here on EA Sports College Football. It is Week 7. It's the Ball State Cardinals and the Bowling Green Falcons. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
Guys, this crowd is electric. He knows that there's a lot of excitement for this home game, but most importantly, the weather is clear. We were wondering how the forecast would shake out, and it is calm and beautiful. Should be an impactful game here with great weather, great opportunities, and a fast surface. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. The Cardinals offense has the ball first today. The dangerous wide receiver, Jabari Smith. He's worked his way into this passing attack, and the coaches are very pleased with his progress.
It's pretty amazing when you watch this offense because they're not very talented. They're average, quite honestly, in a lot of spots, except the guy at wide receiver, David. He is elite. And today on offense, everything should go through him.
And when you've got one of those guys, you've got a chance, right? One guy that puts fear in the defense. And I love that we continue to see guys have real success at smaller levels, right? It's not just the power four. These are guys that end up getting plucked and go to the next level. You can still be a burner and still have that great speed and route running and develop. And this guy has, and he is one of the best players on he actually is the best player on this team, and he is option number 1 for the squad.
Trying play action. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Man, that is a picture-perfect start for this defense. Number 1 objective, get off the field even better. Third down, force them into a passing situation. You win, you hit the quarterback. Nice start by this team.
The Cardinals will punt this one away. A quick 3 and out, and they're already giving up the ball. He's going to get loose. Smashes him with the stiff arm. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. The Falcons' offense will now get its first chance with the football. And David, we'll see whether this running back has the ability to elevate his game and really become a star in this offense.
Yeah, he's still developing. You know, I think when you watch him, you say, oh, he's still learning the vision and how to play the running back spot. And I think you leave him, Jesse, going, I want a little bit more. I want more consistency, more big plays, so this offense can really take off.
I think the coaching staff, I think the fans know for the future of this program, they need to upgrade at the position. They'll try to do that in recruiting or the portal. But for right now, today, this guy has to be able to make plays when his opportunities show up.
Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Hey, who says hitch passes can't get big yards? Receiver catches it, makes a guy miss, and goes and gets a first down.
Caught in the backfield, it's Sims. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On the option. And he didn't get the pitch off, and he paid the price. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That is their junior quarterback down on the field, a guy they can ill afford to lose. Holly will update his condition soon. It'll be third and long. Looking downfield, it's Walton. Here's the pressure. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting him a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way in disrupting the quarterback's rhythm.
The Ball State offense ready to start this drive. They went 3 and out on their first possession now to see if they can be more productive this time around. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, not great blocking up front. They're struggling to get the running game going. And tell you what, they got to find something. Last week it was a bad performance, and this offense has got to get some momentum early in this game and find something that they do really, really well and someone they can count on.
Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1.
the big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
On third down, he drops to throw. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. And the Cardinals will call on their punt team. That last howitzer was nice. How about another one just like it? Not a lot of room to make this catch. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Bowling Green has it back. The Falcon offense will go to work. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
And it's not panic time yet for this offense, but last week was a really bad performance. This week, starting off a little bit slow. They got to find some form of rhythm. They got to find some way, get a few first downs, get some playmakers involved, because right now they just seem out of sync.
Snagged out of the air. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding this receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Just a little too eager there, and they'll back up 5, and it's 1st and 15. From the gun, looking for a man. Quickly to the tight end. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Man, this has been a struggle for this offense, protecting their quarterback. It's priorities, mission number one, right? Every single game you go into. Last week, I think a lot of the reason they lost was because they gave up so many sacks and hits on their quarterback.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. The Falcons will bring the punt team onto the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking for space, it's Thompson. Got enough for the first. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Unloads to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, and that's how the first quarter comes to a close. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. He's going to take off. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick him up and put him down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Now the play fake. Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
You just feel like the sense of urgency is going up for this offense. Now, they haven't had that many possessions so far in the game, and because they've got no points now, it feels like the quarterback's starting to press. He's trying to make it happen on his own, taking a shot down the field. Another incompletion for this offense. They can't get anything going.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. On 4th down, looking to pass. He'll take the deep shot. Makes a catch. 1st down and maybe a lot more.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Let's talk for a second about Ball State. Always nice to get a win on the recruiting trail. They feel like they did, landing a 3-star wide receiver, verbal commitment. They feel like he has the type of talent. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He does not get there. Stopped at the 25-yard line, and let's see what they do now on 4th down. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And the first point. Come on that field goal.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it out. It's Weaver. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Bowling Green has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. They're looking for any type of offense to try to get this thing going, down 3-0. Reads it, fires complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Picked up 5 on that last pass. Now it's 2nd and 5. Off the RPO, complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. To the ground to try to move the chains. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 30.
Effective draw plays in the running game really begin with the quarterback. The quarterback's got to be a great salesman. You got to really make the defense think it's pass. You keep your eyes focused downfield till the last possible second, turn around and hand it off. And by that point, the defensive ends have rushed way upfield, and there's less bodies for the running backs to have to maneuver around before finally moving forward.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, the inside give. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Falcons line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. The Cardinals offense headed out to go to work. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. Looking downfield on 1st down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Hamilton. Pickup of 8. It's now 2nd and 2.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Now a 1st down from the 45-yard line. This time he wants to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. Taking it the other way. At the 20. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. The play action fake. Makes a grab. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Can White cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their 1st timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Nothing doing. He is stopped short of the goal line. At the line of scrimmage, but they won't snap it here. They're going to use the timeout instead. And they'll still have going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
And they pound the rock. The run game comes through late in the 1st half when you needed it. Now they take the lead. They take the momentum. That's how you end the 1st half.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. Makes a move. He stopped right there. Oh, he might have been a step away from taking that one a long way. Ball State takes over the football, and the Cardinal offense headed out. There's enough time left in the half here, David, to make something happen.
Dang right. I want to...
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. The Cardinals decide to use the 1st of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
This quarterback is getting frustrated. You can see it now, right? They've had some possessions, but they only have a field goal to show for it. And he's now starting to take shots. That time, that was not the right look to throw it way down the field here at the end of the first half. But the defense loves this because right now, this quarterback is playing right into their hands.
One more snap coming before halftime. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Going for it all. And the pass is incomplete on fourth down, but hold on just a second. We've got to see what the flag's about. That pass interference call will give us one more untimed down in the half. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. And they head to the locker room, 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country. The Cardinals will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Coming out with it, it's Johnson. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Bowling Green's offense will take the field to start the drive. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping.
Turns on the Jets. Touchdown Falcons. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
They're going to throw it to start the drive. That's caught. It's Thacker. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
On the ground, it's Thompson. And he's knocked down. And the Cardinals racing to the line in the hurry-up. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
And a nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the defense.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Fakes to grab, and he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Going to try to get it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
Tell you what, that read game really slows you down defensively, kind of makes you play responsibility football. And when you get chunks like that on first down as an offense, I would continue to come back to it.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the score.
And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. This drive facing a little adversity now after that last play. It's 2nd and 20. Looking down the middle. Got a man. It's Nelson. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down.
Nice job by the quarterback, pre-snap and post-snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing zone coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind where he was going with that football.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. They're working that left side. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some
maybe some room here. Bulldozes his way through. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. The Falcons looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Wide receiver going in motion. Off play action. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal?
Here we go. Ready. 1, 54, red. Go. There you go.
Quarterback keep. Touchdown, Falcon. And they take it in for 6 more points. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Ball State gets it back. The offense headed to the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good...
He wants to go deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Fairly manageable distance here on 3rd down from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38.
Good enough for a 1st down.
One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. Quarterback making checks. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Fires to the middle. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. So now it's 2nd and long. Using his legs, it's Thompson.
How about the job by this defense? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense. Stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing. We're in the second half.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On 4th down, trying to find his man. He's not going to make it, and what a big stop for this defense, and they might be able to put this thing away. And send the tight end in motion. Caught in the backfield, it's Ridley. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. He's knocked out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 44. And the Falcons will line up to punt it away. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. The Ball State offense ready to start this drive. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. Looking deep. Upstairs to make the catch. To the 43-yard line and a 1st down for this offense. And Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the aggressive nature. Keep taking shots. Keep trying to claw your way back into this one.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch of these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
Wants to throw again. A shot toward the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Wideout trying to get it in. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. Quarterback may change this route. He'll set up to throw. Moving out to the right. And that one's going to be over everybody's head and incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Cardinals. They'll try to tack one more on their score. He didn't see anyone open. Said, no problem. I'll take care of it myself.
Yeah, I've been there before. Been there, done that. Not my first rodeo. I've been in this kind of situation. Down by the goal line, I'm getting outside, and I'm taking it in myself.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Weaver. Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Bowling Green has it back. The Falcon offense will go to work. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. And that one's too high, out of bounds, incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Grab behind the line. It's Ridley. Uses a nifty move to work his way to the 24. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
The Falcons decide to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. The Cardinals offense headed out to go to work. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient here as time is trying to beat the D deep. He's got it down the field. Just what they were looking for, a huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Pressure coming. Got enough space. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Back's got it. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Now on 2nd and goal. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Trying to find the end zone, and he's not going to make it as his defense is making it tough. He's going for the goal line. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again, and how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. College football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
The Cardinals decide to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Finding some room. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the first down. The Cardinals will now use their final timeout. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He leaves it with his back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. He leaves it with the back. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. There is a flag on the play. Now, if this is on the defense, it might not change that much. Offense has already made the long field goal. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. To the air on first down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. It has been said that the obstacle is the way, and this obstacle is now back-to-back losses.
Back-to-back L's. It's not the end of the world, though. I still think there's time for this team to figure out what they're going to do, how they're going to finish the season strong. It's not over yet. 2 bad weeks. Flush it down the toilet. Refocus the mechanism. We're ready to rock and roll next week.
It just needs to be about finding a way to win a game right now. In all likelihood, 99.9% chance the college football playoff now is not a possibility.